And like that, we are live. It just never stops, does it? Hi everybody, I'm Levi Clay, and this evening I will be doing some live transcribing. Sorry, I've been talking solidly for the last hour and a half. Just been doing a podcast with Mike, my fellow guitar soul. Just totally got my times wrong. Of course, over here in the UK, the clocks just went forward this morning. Now, I didn't know that until today. I didn't know that until after I'd woken up today. Someone posted about it on Facebook. I had no idea the clocks were changing. I did wonder why I woke up so late today, and of course it's because I didn't. The clocks changed while I was sleeping. So I'm doing this podcast with Mike and having a good time, and I mentioned, I was like, oh, no, I'm doing a live stream tonight at 9 o'clock. And like getting on for near the end of the podcast, Mike's like, anyway, we should probably wrap this up. You're doing a podcast. You're doing a live stream at 9 o'clock. And I was like, oh, yes, I am. But I've got plenty of time. It's only 8 o'clock now. And he's like, no, it's 9. I'm looking at my PC and the time hasn't updated on my PC. So I'm absolute incompetence on my part. So I apologise deeply for that, guys. Sorry for being a little bit late on this one. But, such is the beast. Sometimes these things happen. I am extremely unorganised. But we are going to have some fun this evening. Of course, this stream, let's do it like this. This stream is brought to you by my wonderful supporters over on Patreon. I have to apologise to these guys, these lovely, wonderful, generous guys over here. I have been a little bit lacking in terms of content over the last couple of months, going through a divorce and dealing with getting my house, keeping my house and getting her a house and, trying to keep my life together. It means I've been a little bit lacking, but very, very much appreciated that everybody has stuck with me for all of this. I'm getting back into the swing of things now, and an extra special thanks to my good friend Chris Locke. Thank you very much, Chris, for your support this last month or so, 2 months now, I guess. Could not have done it without all of your love and support, so thank you very much. This evening we are going to be transcribing some Joscho Stefan, one of my favourite guitar players on the scene currently. He is a gypsy jazz guitar player, and I find his playing fascinating because I've done transcriptions of his stuff on the channel before. But I find his playing fascinating because when you look at his style, the actual way he plays, it's not authentically gypsy jazz. What I mean by that is he doesn't have the traditional gypsy jazz picking hand. He actually strikes me, and I could be totally wrong on this, but just from looking at his hand, he strikes me as someone that has come from a completely different background of playing. Could be rock, could be blues, could be a lot of things, but he doesn't have what you would traditionally expect from a gypsy jazz player in terms of the picking hand. And I find that interesting to see. He's an incredible player, like a wonderful player. And he has his own educational website, the Gypsy Jazz Guitar Academy, I believe it's called. Go and check it out. I've been wanting to become a member for a long time, but of course I just don't have the time to justify spending the money on a website that I won't have the time to actually look at. But I would love to be a member over there, and I would, best way to do that, may just be the in-house transcriber. That would be great. Hit me up, buddy. I'd love to do that. That would be fantastic. Lots of fun. So a couple of people in the chat. Pete Morris, how's it going? Pete, good to see you, mate. I'm doing well, and I hope you are well. Michael, how's it going? Michael, I am good, mate. Long time no speak. And Leon, how's the pentatonic stuff coming along? Are you a pentatonic master yet? I would hope so. Leon been doing some pentatonic study with me on Skype just recently, and lots of fun. He's a cool guy, good player, very good player, interesting player, funny guy. Like him a lot. He's a good cunt. Good cunt. We can say that because I'm in Scotland. It's allowed. Anyway, so let's take a look at this piece. So I have it up here, and of course I'm using Transcribe in the top left. This is the software that will play the audio. It also plays video, so the audio and video will play, and I'm going to be doing the transcription over here. And let's go for an acoustic guitar. Let's go for a steel guitar. It is a steel guitar, and let's go for the sound. Do they not have a, oh no, that's a shame, they don't have a gypsy jazz guitar. Does it come under other? No, fine. I was sure there was a gypsy jazz guitar in here. Apparently not. No. Okay, cool. So let's just go for a steel string guitar. Let's go for Steel Martin. Okay, let's hear what that sounds like. Can confirm that is a guitar. So yeah, so using Guitar Pro. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to this video. Now this is Joscho Stefan playing with his father, if memory serves me correctly. I downloaded this video over a month ago. I thought it was a great video. As soon as I watched it, I was like, oh, this is right up my street. And gypsy jazz is a style that is so near and dear to my heart. It's a style of music that I consume I am constantly listening to this genre. I absolutely love it. I love the sound of it, and I'd love to play more of it. It's something that I dabble in. I'm not great at it. Yeah, hopefully everybody knows that. Manouche. Yes. So, what do you mean there? It was called Manouche in an earlier one. Of course, yeah. Lots of people will call this Manouche jazz, but I don't find the term gypsy jazz offensive, and I can say that because my girlfriend is Roma, so I get away with it. I've got a G word pass apparently. Yeah, so gypsy jazz, love it, absolutely love it. Love the culture, love the people, love the music, love the passion and the fire that goes into playing it. And what better place to start if you're new to the style than a great player playing, one of the first tunes that you would look at in this style, and that is minor swing. So I'm going to press play on this. I'm going to take a listen to it, and then we're going to get transcribing. Shouldn't mean too long. Oh, okay. Manouche and Guitar Pro. Right, I see. Sorry. I find the whole kind of political correctness around the subject of gypsy jazz and it being a term that should or shouldn't be used is one that I find very interesting, and doesn't tend to be found offensive by the people that play it by and large. Yeah. Although of course Django just thought of himself as jazz. It was just jazz to him. So yeah. What do I know? Don't listen to me. I'm a white guy. I don't know what I'm talking about. So it sounds like this. Let's put this in. I find it so playful. This moving shot is an interesting one, right? Because just from looking at these shots, stuff like this often gets called fake. People, they're suspicious of footage like this. When I'm watching this looks like a camera that's shooting at a much higher frame rate than the other two cameras, so it's like buttery smooth when it pans. Transcribe this much. I just love it. Doug's online. How's it going, Doug? Beautiful. So yeah, you know, it's a playful style, and it's this is just the entry level for it. I always find this is a tune that I'll obviously play when I pick up my gypsy jazz guitar. I have a nice Cigano gypsy jazz guitar, which I like to play. Very loud gypsy jazz guitars. People think they underestimate just how fucking loud those guitars are. They're just obnoxiously loud because it's part of the style. The instruments need to be loud. In this setting, it's, you know, just one rhythm guitar and one lead guitar. But in those bands, traditionally, you'd have a couple of rhythm guitar players, and they're strumming like bastards. So you need to be heard as the soloist. So yeah, they're super, super loud guitars, really, really loud guitars. And you look at them, and certainly when I was a kid, I looked at these guitars and the gypsy jazz guitars, and I would just assume, oh, it's like a nylon string guitar. But no, not at all, not at all. They're ridiculously taut strings, metal strings, steel strings, or silver plated strings, or whatever you want to use. But yeah, fascinating instruments, fascinating genre. If you're unfamiliar, I would encourage you to check some of it out, because it's a beautiful genre of music, and you may find something that you love. You may just fall in love with it. It might capture you in the way it captured me when I first heard it many, many, many moons ago. So let's take a look at this. Not all that difficult for the most part. There's a few hairy moments in there. Sorts of things that I don't mind transcribing, but I maybe wouldn't want to do on a live stream, because I might take a little bit more time than I would initially like to if I was trying to impress you with my transcribing skills. Anyway, so process is always the same. When I'm transcribing something like this, I have to process the sound. So when I listen to this, it's ba 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 da da da. But he's actually picking again. So we've got bum bum ba ba da da. And he actually picks. Well, yeah, obviously you need to listen to your string. That's not how I would finger that, but we can see from the video how he's fingering this. So we go ba ba ba. Now, of course, there's like I don't want to say unique, but there's a stereotypical swing sound that goes with this, right? So it's not me putting a swing feel on there. If I put this on and go like this, it's not going to feel quite right. It doesn't feel quite right, but I can leave it like that. Where am I at? So path 3. Okay, he does hit the open strings there. Why not put it? Again, I'm just putting those in because I would hate to think that somebody saw one of my transcriptions and thought that I didn't care about the detail, you know, and having things accurate. It's also just occurred to me that my screen is a little bit, I've minimized it a little bit, so sorry, let me toy around with this and get this the right size for you. Don't want you to lose any info, do I? Sorry. There we go. I'm just putting these mutes in just to give you an idea of the rhythm. Really. So this melody, da 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 da. You have to hear it. You have to process it and immediately hear the melody. You need to be able to repeat that melody. Da 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 da. This is how you develop your ear. Da 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 da. Same melody as before. Hits the open E. Oh, B even. Oh. It's on the and. Yeah, same as there. I hate seeing these ghost notes in it. Just it looks messy to my eyes. Sorry. So that's an F7 chord. Put some, oh, sorry, my face is in the way, isn't it? Just put some muted notes in there just to help move the piece along. So what have we got here? And we can hear. Yeah, so it's going for the diminished chord. Then we've got our straight diminished chord. Now we can hear the slow note. Ba, ba. Is he just playing a B flat minor 7? No, it'll be that, won't it? Yeah, it's like a B flat minor 6, which is like a tritone sub for an E7 sound, but not. Just making noise, really, isn't he? Right, so into the solo. So we're going to go slow it down a bit. 2, 3, blah, blah. So we're on the on beat 4. 1, 2, 3, and then we've got our note, our A, and then we've got a bend. So where is it? Da. Flat 5. Bending that flat 5 up. I've got my ways I like to notate stuff like this. slides down there. See how the singing helps? Now I'm going to put a shift slide in here. Let me take a second just to explain the difference in my mind between a shift slide and a legato slide. So a legato slide would be where you pick one note and then your finger slides down to another note. The sound is legato in sound, meaning smooth. You play one note and you're not hearing that second note sound. Whereas a shift slide, which is what I've used here, the finger is still shifting down, but you are picking both notes. This is really helpful to indicate how something is physically being played when using tab. So I wouldn't want you to look at this and go, okay, well, if it's 3-5-3 and then he's picking 2, maybe I need to use 2-4-2 and then 1 in order to play that. No, there's a shift slide in there. We've got liberal vibrato on that, a trademark of the gypsy jazz style. Da da da, ba da da. Da 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 da. And now I can. Why can I not move? Guitar Pro, you so dumb. Okay, so we're getting da 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 da. Now we're going to pick these notes of this arpeggio up. Okay, diminished. It actually picks this note twice. You've got da 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 do do da da. Da 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 do do da da do do da da. Is that how he plays it though? Where's he playing that? Now that would make sense for that to be a 3, but you can clearly hear that, you know, as a lick, it's an ascending diminished idea, right? But we don't hear da 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 da. It's very much da 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 da. Don't like having to write it, but it's what it is. Let me put the tempo in here. So markers, compute tempo. We are at 215 BPM. 215. That's cool. So we're just going to slide up on this and then hit the 2 open strings. Dave, last night I came across you. Tom Hess, oh dear. Your name came up. Fred will leave us. Deleted. Just checking in. Thank you very much, Arch Stanton. I mean, all the information's out there. You can find it, Dave. Avoid like the plague is what I would say. Now, is he playing that there? Oh, it's an open string. Legato. Oh, he does play the B flat. Play that. Yeah. So now you get a feel at this kind of speed. You really get a feel for how off the swing feel in Guitar Pro is. If I play this. Yeah, that swing's just totally not right. But is what it is. We don't expect good Guitar Pro to be perfect. Is this solo style more arpeggio than scale playing? Elio, that's a really good question, and the answer is yeah, arpeggio based. I've been wanting to trying to work on a way of delivering a lesson where I kind of highlight the what I mean when I talk about something being an arpeggio lick. Even I have licks that you very definitely, I could play them to you and you would say, okay, that's this particular scale. And I'd say, well, no, it's really an arpeggio lick. And it's just my own personal categorization, right? It's how I'm thinking of the lick. It's how the lick is categorized. It's how I'm visualizing the lick. I'm connecting the notes of my arpeggio up. Sure, you're going to call that a scale, but to me, all I'm seeing is the arpeggio. So yeah, the idea here is very much, it comes from an arpeggio perspective, and it needs to, because we're outlining chords, playing over chord changes. What's the best cologne to use when playing gypsy jazz? Cigar, I would imagine. Da 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 ba da 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 da. That's a wild lick. What is it though? Oh, where's he play that? Da da. You can't be playing that there. What? Oh, okay, yeah. Ba da 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 da. He's just picking really aggressively, which makes it sound like a B string. Da 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 ba da 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 da. Ba da da. Ba da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This is like a really annoying rhythm because realistically you want it to be this. I don't like the way these look though. It's D chord, isn't it? Da da da. Ba da 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 da. How wild is that? Ba da 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 da. Yeah, beautiful. Again, wild vibrato in it because cool. Why not? Da da da. Must be an E E chord at this point. It's hitting the flat 5. Da 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 da. My face is in the way, sorry. I don't even think about this anymore. Ba ba. Just straight up a B flat major arpeggio. E major arpeggio. Ba-da. Again, beautiful chromaticism, but that Django-esque bend in there. It's very Django to do that. Okay, cool. So let's take a listen to that. See how that sounded. Ooh. I'm not really interested in hearing the melody, but you get the idea. So I'll just go from the solo. Yeah, more Joscho. I can't stop myself from playing transcribing Joscho Stefan. He's incredible, just outrageously good. Now, for me, aside from the fact that the swing feel is just off, the swing feel is off, it's still great. It's great lines because you can hear those chord changes, in the solo. We don't need the rhythm guitar there in order to hear these changes. And I think that's what makes it just so wonderfully sophisticated in sound. And of course, sophisticated feels like the right word to use because it's sophisticated in nature. Sorry, I just seen Sean Gillen comment on one of my posts. Yeah, it's sophisticated in nature. Anytime you hear that sound of you can hear the changes happening. Just making sure my posts went up. They did. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the support, everyone. Very much appreciated. Love it when YouTube emails me and says you're live now on your own channel. Yeah, well, I know. I put myself live. Thank you very much. Cool. So yeah, more Joscho's Stefan. I would happily sit and transcribe his stuff every single day on YouTube if I wasn't so busy doing other bloody things. On that note, please do go and check out my latest YouTube video, 10 251 licks. Seem to be getting myself confused with Jazz Duets, wonderful YouTube channel that does 100 licks videos. I throw my videos together much faster than that. I'll post the link in the comments. Hang on. Content.
If you've looked at a piano keyboard...
Shut up, Harry Connick Jr. Stop advertising playground sessions to me. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of your stupid pug-nosed face. Why am I so angry today? That's a good question. No, it's not, is it? So here's a link to the latest video. Please do go and check it out. Share it on socials. It's all very much appreciated. There's a lick he does with the Martin Sober band. Think, know what he's doing is so difficult. I refuse to believe he's doing it in the way he is. What lick is it? There's a lick he does in this solo. I think of it as the Jimmy Bruno lick because Jimmy teaches it on his. Let me find it for you, Dan. I'm never going to find it, am I? Yes, this one. I think, is that the yeah, so you've just said it's like a pedaled thing but at lightning speed. Is it that where you've got that tremolo on top? I knew it. It's a great lick, yeah. So it's a Jimmy, well, I don't want to say it's a Jimmy Bruno lick, but Jimmy Bruno teaches that lick on his No Nonsense Jazz Guitar video. That's a great lick. It's just a cool sweep picking lick, isn't it? Because you're just playing down, down, up, and the first down is always the note that's changing, and then you've got down, up on the high string. And it's easy to do on the B and high E strings, but then, of course, when you introduce that string skip, so you've essentially got a sweep with a string skip in there. Wild. Great lick. So somehow, Dan, I just knew that would be the one that you would have in mind. Anyway, let's keep going. So, da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. We can make an educated guess as to what he's playing here, right? Ba da da da. We know the chords in A minor. Ba da 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 da. Yeah, so it's the fifth. Ba da ba da. Natural six. There'll be a shift slide in here. And then just arpeggio, right? I don't have a camera on, so I can't show you how it's done. I mean, I guess I could turn it on. 2 seconds. It's a really cool lick now. There you go. We have another camera. I mean, I'm not plugged in, but you get the idea. Do I have any pics? I have a pic. Okay, cool. So it's if you just take a descending scale, if I play an E major scale. Something like that. If I keep the 12 on the high E string, we could go. So his lick is it's really hard. I can't do it, but I know what he's doing. I find consistently more and more as I work in music as a professional and as a transcriber, more and more I get to use the phrase, I understand what he's doing, I just can't do it. Which is funnily the thing that I criticised teachers for a long time. All these old fusty music teachers that I had when I was younger. I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed having lessons with him, but he couldn't do anything. He just understood everything. And now I've become that guy. I understand a lot more than I can physically do, but it's certainly a cool lick. Turn that other camera off. the Pimpatron. You're very welcome, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Very, very welcome. On that note, since I've been going for 45 minutes, I can see his name here. Let's click the credits. As we scroll through this wonderful list of supporters over on Patreon, we will see Leon's name pop up in a second somewhere. Where is it? Don't make a fool out of me now. There it is, Leon. Thank you. I see Doug Smoot there as well. So thank you very much for all these wonderful names scrolling in the credits section now. Your love, kindness and support is very much appreciated. It has kept me going in these trying times, these COVID times. I'm seeing a lot of my friends really struggle through COVID, and it's not been the easiest thing for me, but you know, I'd be out on the street if it wasn't for my support on Patreon. So if you want to keep my channel going, you want to keep me making content, best way to do that, check out a link in the description and head on over to my Patreon page, or head on over to Amazon, check out one of my books. It's all very much appreciated. There's a dog here. Do you want to come say hello, Michael? Do you want to come say hello? Come on now. Come. Oh, look at this scruffy pup. Why are you such a scruffy pup? Why are you hassling me? I know, your mummy's moved out. It's just us now. Hello. What is it? What do you want? Why are you so old and fusty? You used to be an adorable wee puppy, and now you're just an old fusty dog. You're scowling at me. What are you scowling for? Why are you scowling at me? You think I've got treats up here? I don't have any treats up here, mate. There's no treats up here. Alright. You chill? Why are you shaking? What's wrong? Ooh, please don't lick my face. Your breath smells like poop. I could do live streams on YouTube where I just sit and clap dogs. That would be... You good? Are you okay, son? You gonna get in your bed? You say hello to everyone? Mikey, are you a good boy? Sometimes? Sometimes you're a good boy? Sometimes you're a good boy. What? Good lad. Okay. I am wearing a Monuments t-shirt, yeah. The Flux Conduct stuff is good. John's work in Fell Silent is also pretty good as well. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh. Look at that, bold hitting the major third over a minor chord. Now, of course, that's going to be moving to the D chord. Go to the third of the chord. Shift slide on there. Nope. D minor arpeggio. That was wild vibrato on there. There'll be a shift slide on here. Big part of that gypsy jazz style, actually, those shift lines. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. What's going on my Facebook? I see my buddy Joe Lang sending me a message. What is it? It's a long one, mate. Oh, a video of Charlie Parker practicing. Oh, big coughs. I'm absolutely parched. If I knew I was going to be doing a 2-hour podcast and then immediately come on to do a live stream, I might have had a drink, maybe even had some food. That would tide me over. Could order some food, couldn't I? Diminished. No. Wow, wild. Nice. It's absolutely wild. Yeah. Whew. I think a whiskey's in order. Clear that backlog. Oh, Richard. I would love nothing more than a whiskey to clear that backlog. But of course, the problem with drinking whiskey alone is you very quickly become an alcoholic, and I'm not that. So, yeah, I probably won't be having a whiskey to clear that backlog. But, you know, people coming over and having well, we're in lockdown at the moment, but, you know, Richard, you come over to Scotland a fair old amount. Hit me up when you're coming over. You're welcome to come and visit. Come and drink some whiskey with me. Stay in the house. I've got lots of space in here now the wife's left. Where is that? Yeah, A minor. It's not, it's a D minor at this point, isn't it? Apparently my ears don't work. That's the 6 if ever I heard it. It's got to be, yeah, A minor. Augmented. Minor, major 7. It's an augmented arpeggio. Augmented triad. Now I'm being liberal with the time here. I'm writing it in terms of how I'd like to read it if I was learning it. Oh, I can't wait to hit play on this. It's going to sound wild. I keep looking at my clock and I'm like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I've got plenty of time to order some food. And then I remember that my clock is behind. So let me order some food, or else I'm never going to eat tonight, and that would be bad. So. Don't be closed. Don't be closed. You're not closed. That's good. Ugh. Sweet. Oh, we chicken pasta. That sounds delicious. Ooh. Who doesn't love a wee bit of Italian food, you know? Love some Italian food. A wee beverage would be very much appreciated. A beverage. Let's go for that. Sweet. There you go. I don't have to worry now, guys. Sweet. Now I can stream right up until my food tray's up. Oh, yeah, it will tell me when it's going to be, won't it? Oh, plenty of time. It'll be 50 minutes. I'm not going to die. That's always nice, isn't it? Sorry. I can't even click that. I can't even do it. Hang on, I need to send a message. Right. Leon, thank you very much, Leon. Too generous. What have I told you guys about donating on? I should just turn off the super chats on YouTube because YouTube take 30% of them. Any obscure quotes yet? Nothing jumped out at me when I was listening to it. I only listened to it the one time. There's nothing more gypsy than that, right? Ba 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 da 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 da. I love that phrase. Ba 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 da. Such a simple phrase, but it's just one you have to. You gotta know this stuff. Da da da. And I'm always talking about. I'm gonna bring my face up, right? Anybody that plays music authentically, anybody that does it well, will tell you the same thing, and that's that music is a language. You can't learn a bunch of scales and expect to be able to play a sound, a genre, right? It would be so easy for me to say to you, okay, minor swing consists of 4 chords. There's an A minor, like an A minor 6 sound, a D minor 6 sound, and then there's an E7 sound, okay? It would be so easy for me to say, let's just boil it down to that and say, if you play A melodic minor, D melodic minor, an E Phrygian dominant over each one of those chords, you'll get the sound. But there's so much more to it than that. Like there's more to it than that, and it's the way you connect your melodies. It's about vocabulary. You have to understand the vocabulary that people speak with. I understand the English alphabet incredibly well. That doesn't mean that I can suddenly speak Spanish, right? You need to know vocabulary. You need to know how the language is spoken, how the language is used. And this right here, this melody, ba 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 da, is just such a common part of the vocabulary. Ba 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 da 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 da. Hello Chip, how's it going, mate? Long time no speak. Da, da, da. Let's put the vibrato on that. The slide up. Da 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 da. Beautiful. He's not playing that there. Is he playing it on the high E string? Ba ba da. Oh, he's on. Okay, he's up high. Okay, ignore me. He's not there though. There's it's one of those weird phantom moments, right? We can hear the F sharp. Ba ba. That's an F sharp, but he's not playing that at the 7th fret. Ba ba da da da. Could be on the chord that his dad's playing. I don't like notating Greg Howell vibrato, but that's kind of Greg Howell vibrato. Ba da da da. Oh. I put this as triplet crotches. Ba 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 ba. It's not quite there. It's a little bit more stuttery than that, but I like it in terms of the way it will look on the page. Da 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 da. Is it an E? Da 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 da. Oh, I'm being told that the driver is on the way with my food. That would be very impressive. Either that or I've been doing this for a lot longer than I thought. Sorry, guys. The beauty of a Ring doorbell, right? Da, 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 da. This is just descending a scale, right? This would be like descending the D Dorian scale, but I guess you would think of it as that. To me, it's about connecting that D minor back to the. Where's he going? Connecting it to the E. Whoops. So he's can make the transition there. Yeah, so there's a shift here, ba, 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 and then a shift again. And then we'll transition to the... ba, da, 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 da. My face in the way? Will be. It's really a triplet with a rush on the last two notes. Ba, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. That's a sweet ass lick. See what I made mention of earlier, where I was talking about this panning camera that's shot in a high frame rate, makes it look fake because you're so used to seeing something filmed at 24 frames. And I don't know how well that is captured in the live stream, but that looks not fake to me because I know about high frame rate video, right? But yeah, definitely interesting. Da 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 da. And without even thinking about it, like, we should just know at this point. I could be wrong, could be totally wrong, but the fact that he hits this note, da 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 da, that feels like a tension note, right? Da 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 da, and he bends it up to get it in tune, to get it to where the chord resolves. So I'm reasonably confident we're about to hit a D minor chord. That would just make sense, right? Yep. Da da. A D minor 6. Bass, definitely high. Ba, da. Having a guess about where this has been played, right? C major. Someone's at my front door. That'll be my food, guys. 2 seconds. Whoa. To call that fast food would be a bloody understatement, wouldn't it? When did I order that? That was in 10 minutes. We know what that means. I'm going to have to go and eat now, aren't I? It's a bit noisy here. This is guesswork. So this is the type of transcription stuff that I hate having to do, because there's definite guesswork in here. You take an educated guess at what it's likely that is being played. You can sort of hear what's going on, but if like a piano player was transcribing this, like they don't know how guitar players play the things that we play, in the same way that, you know, I'm learning piano, but my approach, my understanding of how a pianist plays is very different from the understanding that a pianist has of how a pianist plays. So I'm having to make an educated guess. Fortunately, I play guitar, so the educated guess is well educated. Now, if I just put the last note in, I can hear there's a triplet, right? And we were resolving to the B. So I'm going to end that there. I'm just going to fill this in though. So I'm hearing ba da da, ba da da, ba da da. But this is, you know, oh, okay, so I should have been looking at the position. I heard the notes, I was just copying the notes, but now I'm looking at his hand. I can see he played that in different positions. Ba-da-da-da-da. That's being played there. Sorry, move my head out of the way. Then I'll put this last bar in, play it, and then I'm going to go eat. Oh, fuck off. Yeah. Plays that there. Diminished, of course, because it's... So we're going to end it here. Let's listen to it and ask ourselves the question, can we hear the changes? In fact, let me save it. Goes on Dropbox, goes on Patreon. So got to put this up to download, and it is Joscho minor swing. So it sounds like this. So it's a playful style and probably not one that's meant to be transcribed, right? But I like it. I do like it. So yeah, I'll come back and I'll do some more of this at some point because I love transcribing stuff that I enjoy, and of course that is the idea behind Patreon. It means I get to transcribe the stuff that I enjoy doing, and you guys can download it if you want to learn a little bit more about the style and learn about transcribing and all that good stuff. So on that note, I want to say a huge thank you to all my wonderful supporters over on Patreon, and an extra special thanks to Leon Barron, who is in the chat today and has been generous enough to super chat me as well as being a Patreon supporter. Some people are just far too generous. If you would like to be as generous as him, check me out, link in the description. You can support the channel for as little as $1, which is a great way to help out. And alternatively, you can also head on over to Amazon and check out one of my many books that are available. Again, they keep the lights on in the studio. And these lights, there's so many lights here right now. They're so expensive to keep on. My electric bill is ridiculous. You wouldn't believe it if I told you. Yeah, so if you'd like to check me out on Patreon, keeping the lights on is a great reason to do that. Thank you so much for the kindness and support, guys. Let me see if there's any questions, and if not, I'm going to go and eat. You're very welcome, Leon. Thank you very much, Ray, for chipping in. Hello, Chip. I mean, I already helloed you, but yeah. I'm going to leave now. Thank you very much, guys. Sorry that I'm leaving so abruptly, but when I ordered food, I didn't expect it to get here in literally 10 minutes. So, yeah, thank you very much. Have a great evening, and I will talk to you all soon. Laters.